Wait, remember Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi? Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi, or Puffy Amiyumi for short, was a mid-2000s animated show based around a fictionalized version of the Japanese pop rock duo Puffy Amiyumi, or Puffy. And I could make a whole video gushing about them and their music, so if I at all go on any tangents about them in this video, I pre-apologize. But for the most part, hopefully, today we are taking a look at Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi, what it's all about and what happened to it. Also, welcome back, or hello for the first time to the 25 Days of Fringemas, where I cover something interesting, nostalgic, or holiday related every day from the 1st of December to the 25th, in order to find that holiday spirit I lost nearly a decade ago. So if you want to be a part of this daily journey and help me find that good old jolly joy, subscribe and come aboard. Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi follows around cartoon versions of real-life Puffy Amiyumi members Ami Onuki and Yumi Yoshimura as they travel the world touring in their personalized tour bus. And may I just say, what in the Hot Wheels monstrosity is this? The band Puffy Amiyumi formed in Japan in 1995 under the name Puffy after both members were scouted by Sony-affiliated talent. By 1998, Puffy found themselves with quite a bit of local success, thanks to the release of their album Jet CD. Today, the group has over 15 million album sales in Japan. The success eventually expanded out to the Western Hemisphere when the group began touring in the US in 2002, at which point they began operating under the name Puffy Amiyumi, specifically while they're in the States, in order to avoid conflict with the US-based performer Sean Combs, who was also performing under the name Puffy at the time, also as P. Diddy or Puff Daddy. Okay, well listen, Sean had a lot of names, okay? Also, I know I said I was gonna try not to go on a tangent about them and gush about them, but I had to get all that through because it's important to the backstory of what this show is and how it came to be, so don't judge me, I don't judge you, unless you don't hit like on this video, then I'm judging you. Puffy Amiyumi is still active today, producing music in their preferred genres of pop rock, power pop, pop punk, and dance rock. Say that 10 times fast. To truly explain how influential Puffy Amiyumi is to music, let me just say this. They recorded the theme song for Teen Titans. Let me say that again, Teen Titans. That theme song is so good. That's not subjective. That's just a fact. Oh, you already knew that fact already? Everyone knows that fact already? Awkward. You like jazz? Ami and Yumi's animated counterparts possess some small tweaks from their real-life inspirations, with the cartoon versions possessing more colorful, altered appearances to their real-life looks, and having over-exaggerated versions of their individual personalities. In the show, Yumi is a rough, sarcastic, rowdy punk rocker with a tomboyish aesthetic and spiky purple hair. Ami, in comparison, is a bubbly, peppy pop star with a schoolgirl aesthetic and bright pink hair and space buns. What is this, Space Channel 5? Animated Yumi and Ami travel on their tour bus performing on international stages, when not hanging out in their hometown of Tokyo or dealing out J-pop justice, under the guidance of their driven but well-meaning manager Kaz. Touring with Ami and Yumi are their pet cats, who spend most of their time tormenting Kaz. Yes, the cats torment Kaz. Also with a rotating cast of quirky background characters, like the band's self-proclaimed #1 fan Jordan Harmony. Antagonists throughout the series rotated episode to episode, with them occasionally making repeat appearances, like an old band member who seeks revenge, or King Chad, a nerdy bad boy master of the game Stupido, which is a not-so-subtle Yu-Gi-Oh! Parody. And with a name like that is so funny, King Chad? Come on. And now, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Parodies in media. Seriously, one of the earliest ones that I loved was in print form in the singular non-numbered volume of Bobobo, when Yugi summoned Slifer the Sky Dragon right out of his hair. It even featured the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Artist drawing the cameo. It's just the little quirks that get me. Speaking of manga, later in the series with the episodes Manga Madness and Manga Madness Part 2, they shined a nice little spotlight on that then rising in popularity of manga in the US, or at least in my experience of it becoming super popular. And I also have been working on a fun video about manga, so be on the lookout for that. It may even have a special guest appear in that as well. Some may say, a legend. While the show recorded in English with Yumi voiced by American actress Grey Delisle and Ami voiced by Janice Kawai, Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi does occasionally utilize Japanese vernacular. Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi also pulled inspiration inspiration from Japanese media and anime, both in visual styling but also in humor and narrational styling choices. Although in real life Yumi and Ami did not voice their characters or have much to do with the creative direction of the show, both singers did portray themselves in live-action short segments at the beginning and end of each episode during the first season. During these segments, these two would make commentary and quip with each other, or teach you something about their culture, or just tell you something in general. It kind of reminds me of Jackie Chan Adventures, with the real-life segments of Jackie speaking with the audience answering fan-submitted questions. Starting in the second season, these live-action clips were limited to the beginning of episodes and to Yumi and Ami sometimes introducing the episodes by holding title cards, with smaller interjections in between. In a special event at the end of the episode Sitcom Yumi, Ami and Yumi were shown watching TV with their animated manager Kaz. Got pretty meta there for a second. These live-action segments were taped back in Japan by Freegate Limited, while the rest of the series was animated exclusively in the United States. Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi was animated with the combination of Macromedia Flash and traditional cell animation. Canadian artist Lynn Naylor created Yumi and Ami's iconic animated designs for the show. Naylor is best noted for having also designed for shows such as Samurai Jack, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and the Powerpuff Girls, which, wow, what an incredible legacy to have to one's name. Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi was created by Sam Register, and at the time TV producer and as of 2020, current president of Warner Bros. Animation and Cartoon Network Studios. He decided to pitch the show to Cartoon Network back in the day because of his love for Puffy Ami Yumi's music, and discovering them on TV one day. And if I were in the same position, I'd be pitching a Cage the Elephant show. I'm sure the writers can figure something out with that. Besides Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi, Register has worked on and created such shows as the Looney Tunes show, Teen Titans, yes the one loved by many, Teen Titans Go, yes the one not so loved by many, and Ben 10. Register first pitched the idea of Yumi and Ami having their own series on Cartoon Network before having Renegade Animation produce a test short in the hopes of convincing the network to greenlight the series. The show was announced officially as a new addition to Cartoon Network's lineup in February of 2004, with the show eventually coming out later that year. While in development, Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi had a target demographic of 6 to 11. After it premiered though, the show quickly gained a cult following in teen and adult fans who were already fans of the real-life band Puffy Ami Yumi, or now just discovering them.
Anything is possible. That should make the kids happy.
Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi ended up running from November 19, 2004 to June 27, 2006 for 3 seasons and a total of 39 episodes, 5 of which never aired in the US. Ami and Yumi performed the cartoon's theme song, and several of the group's other songs were featured in the background of several episodes. And you already know how good Teen Titans theme song is, so it's safe to assume, cause it's true, that this show keeps that incredible theme song energy, and it's been stuck in my head ever since rewatching the series. It was announced on October 2nd, 2006 on the show's official blog that Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi had been cancelled due to a management shakeup. This cancellation caused Sam Register to leave Cartoon Network for a number of years, until 2020 when he came back as the network's president. Try to cancel his shows now, Cartoon Network, and let's get some more Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi while we're at it, okay? Either way, at least we got to see Yumi in the background of that massive OK KO Let's Be Heroes crossover Nexus special, so at least there's that. The show did spawn 2 video games based on it, one for the Game Boy Advance titled Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi Kaznapped, which focused on them rescuing Kaz from being under the control of Harmony, and the second game being for the Nintendo DS titled Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi The Genie and the Amp, which focuses on a magic genie who sends them through different periods in time to find magic notes to help them out of a creative rut. The show itself is a fun time filled with great music. The adventures traveling around and the mischief they get into is entertaining, and something to be taken in small or large doses. It never had that point of, okay, let me take a break, this is too much, but rather just letting the next episode play. Yeah, it can be a little random, but the characters themselves and the art style and the writing present it to not feel random for the sake of random, but to cater to a specific vibe they were trying to go for. Even when it's just these little adventures, like Kaz just navigating around the tour bus doing chores and cat duties, but he doesn't have his glasses. It's simple, but it's fun. It never tried to be more than that, and I appreciate the creators fully just having fun with it. This doesn't work for a lot of cartoons for my personal taste, but this one's so colorful and chill that I can't help but not outright like it. But what about you? Did you ever watch the show? If so, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, the real-life Puffy Ami Yumi recorded a cover of Cyndi Lauper's hit song Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. It was truly iconic. Sorry, I just had to add that in there somewhere. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Follow me on Twitter. I'll see you tomorrow with another video for my next day of Fringemas. Check out the playlist to keep up with the month. But until then, later.